work so you can play.
MiniWarGaming's Warmachine League Battle Reports, Season 2.
Hey MiniWarGamers, MiniWarGamer Joel here, and I am joined today by Owen. You guys know Owen, of course, and Adam. Adam, this is your 5th and final game, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Well, he needs at least 5 games, so this will probably be his last game because he's actually going to be leaving the province for a while. So this will be his last game, but he's got it in his 5 games. We'll see if he can pull out a win today with his Trolls. Owen's back with his Menoth. What cast are you bringing today, Owen?
Harbinger.
Okay, so he's...
We're putting the big kids' gloves on now.
So he's bringing out Harby. She's pretty good caster, 10-inch, 10 focus, so she got that 20-inch control area, the biggest, I think, base in Warmachine. So we're playing 50-point lists, 2014 scenarios. We're going to show you that in just a minute. We'll show you the armies and get to the action. Stay tuned. Here is Adam's 50 points of Trolls. So you'll probably see a lot of the same models that he usually brings, but today it's all being led by P. Grimm. And along with that, he's got a Earthborn Dire Troll in his battle group, along with a Pyre Troll, and 2 Impalers, it looks like. So he's got two chances to put up the Snipe Animus and a couple crit slams with those spears. He's got his unit of Tuffalos, along with Horthal in the back there, mounted and dismounted. He's got the Stone Bearers for that +2 armor aura. And it looks like he has the wall, for Janissa right there. A minion unit here, he's got the Slaughterhousers. And he's got a Totem Hunter this time, which is a 3-point solo from the minions. So we'll see how that works out for him. And that is Adam's 50 points of Trollbloods. Here's Owen's 50 points of Menoth, and as he said, that's all being led by Harbringer, who's got some wings on Owen's model. What else is in your list here, Owen?
I've got a Hierophant next to Harbinger on the left there.
Okay.
Vilman right up front. We've got 3 Jacks. We've got a Devout for Shield Guard, and then 2 Defenders, or not Defenders. We've been playing way too much Sigmar.
Reckoners?
Reckoners, that's what they're called. 2 Vassals for the Reckoners. Choir, because Menoth.
Yeah, up here in the front.
The Covenant of Menoth.
Which one's that?
That's the book.
Oh, okay, that's that one there.
Yeah.
It's a large base that's technically a small base.
Yeah. And then we've got full Errants with the UA.
Over here on the left.
Full Flame Guard with the UA, and then Racks.
And the racks in the back for the focus.
Because 10 focus isn't enough.
Nope, never enough. And that's Owen's 50 points of Menoth. Here's the battlefield we have today. We are playing the incursion scenario. So that's the one with 3 flags. At the end of the first round, one of those flags is going to disappear. It can no longer be the middle flag, however, in 2014. So we'll roll a die on a 1, 2, 3. That left flag will disappear. And on a 4, 5, 6, the one on the right. If a caster dominates one of the outside flags, they get 2 points. If they dominate the center one, they get 1. And controlling any of the flags gets you 1 point. There's no kill box for this one. We did our deployment here. Here's Adam's deployment, and he's got his caster right there between the Impaler and the Tuffalos. And on this side, we have Owen's deployment, and he's got Harbringer behind the wall on his side here between the Shield Guard Jack and what's that one called, the Hierophant? Yeah. All right, so we will get to Adam's turn 1, because he is first player. For Adam, P. Grimm is going to go first, and he's going to pay 2 to put Cross Country on the Tuffalos. What does Cross Country do, Adam?
Pathfinder and Hunter.
Okay. P. Grimm will then pay the rest of his focus to put that on the stones so they can put up their aura. P. Grimm finally then is going to charge across the board at one of Owen's models just to get a little bit of extra movement, and then they're just kind of behind that wall. Tuffalos will now activate, and with that Cross Country Pathfinder they can run right through that forest, and that's exactly what they're going to do. The Earthborn Dire Troll is going to just advance forward and rile for any fury.
He's gonna spend 2 to put Elemental Communication on, buddy.
Okay, so that Elemental Communication gives it the same innate ability that the Earthborn has. So while within 2 inches of a forest, which he is, and within 2 inches of an obstruction like that wall, he's going to get 2 armor from the wall and 2 speed from the forest. The Impaler will be forced for 1 to run. He's speed 6, I believe.
Move closer.
So he can run up to 12 inches.
5.
He's actually only speed 5, so he ran 10. Janice is now going to activate. She's advancing forward, and she's going to throw down her rock wall, so that can be placed anywhere completely within 5 inches of herself. The other Impaler is going to rile for 1 and then be forced to run his 10 inches. The last War Beast is going to be forced for 1 to run, which brings Adam's Folk Fury to 6, which is just enough for his caster to take back. The stone will pay 1 of its Fury to cast its +2 armor aura, and then it's going to get a run charge order and run up. So that'll come off that main stone, and right now with 3 Fury, that affects 7 inches around it. Horthal is going to activate on this far flank, and he's going to get a run. Or, well, he's not a unit, so he's just going to run. He doesn't really get an order. Slaughterhousers will activate, and they are running. Finally, the Totem Hunter is activating, and he's going to run up on the far flank here, getting into this forest. So here's the battlefield after the end of Adam's turn 1. A lot of running. He got up kind of behind the wall there, so he's not quite at the center point yet. Owen has some long range with his guns and stuff though, so he might get off some shooting. We'll get to his turn 1 and see what he can do. Owen is choosing to allocate 3 focus to each Reckoner, which leaves his caster on only 4 focus. What will he do with that?
Oh wait, I have a pseudo focus.
The Hierophant will go first.
You have Harmonious Exaltation to the Harbinger. Next spell costs 1 less.
Alright, it's kind of like the what Troll Moses does almost.
Yeah, Harbinger's going to advance. She's going to feat. And she's also going to cast Crusader's Call.
Alright, so I know you've played Harbinger a bunch before. They've probably seen this before, but if someone hasn't seen her feat, what does it do, Owen?
1 second before that, she's going to take a focus off this rack.
Okay, we'll see if the rack blows up.
It dies.
On a 1, 2, 3, it blows up, so it does. Nothing's close enough to get hurt by it. But, so you want to explain your feat there real quick, Owen? It's pretty simple and effective.
Is any model that gets closer to me within my control takes a
20
POW 14 fire damage.
So it's a POW 14 is not that bad on beasts, but on 1-point solos and units and stuff, it's pretty devastating.
And she casts.
Go ahead, Owen.
All right. She casts Crusader's Call for 2, so all friendly faction models beginning charges within her control get +2 inches on their charge. And for her last 3, she's going to cast Purification, so your Animus goes away on your caster.
Okay, and that Crusader's Call is not a spell that keeps up.
No, none of these are upkeeps. They're all just bam, bam.
All right, and Purification only removes upkeeps and Animi and stuff like that. So he's all good. All right. Rupert's activating. He's given Heroic Call to the Errants, and that gives them Tough.
And Fearless.
And Fearless, all right.
They can be fearless, sir.
Are they fearless innately?
Yes.
All right, so they're double fearless.
Errants are going to advance.
Okay, so they're not doing a charge or anything, just advancing forward.
Yep.
Getting in the way.
Doing what errands do. Be errands.
This one here is going to take a shot at one of the Slaughterhousers. We already did range, and range looks good. 6 to hit on that Slaughterhouser, and he misses. Choir is going to move, and then they are going to cast Battle. And that Battle gives them +2 to hit and +2 to damage rolls.
Yep.
So strong. Reckoner is going to activate, and he's going to do a charge against P. Grim. And he has Assault, so he still gets his shot. So we'll check if range is good on that shot.
12-inch
range.
Range
looks good. And he is not within 1 inch of that wall, so he's not going to get the cover bonus. That Elemental Communion is gone.
Boosting to hit.
Boosting to hit, so no +2 armor from that wall, but he is getting the armor bonus from the aura still. He's looking for a 9 to hit here. He hits with a 10.
Critical, you're on fire.
Okay, lights him on fire. And he is a 15 armor base, but in that aura, he's a 17.
Boosting damage.
Boosting the damage.
15.
Dice -2 for a 4 damage. Book is activating and it's advancing forward.
It's going to do the Power of Faith.
Okay, what does that one do, Owen?
Yeah, no knockdown. Within my command of 10.
Yep.
So everybody within my command.
Which is a lot of the errants.
Not that errant.
Maybe one errant can be knocked down. Jack there is going to move up, be nice and close for shield guard.
Yep.
And then the flame guard.
I'm just going to run.
All right, running flame guard.
We've got a 12-inch run. More than enough to get around here.
The other Wrecker now is going to pay 1 of its 3 focus to just run. Owen didn't have quite the range with that one, he thought, so he didn't go for it.
Nope.
For the shots. And then the Vassals.
This little guy is going to move up. He's going to do Enliven on the Reckoner.
Okay.
So if you damage it, he can make a full advance.
Very nice. The other Vassal's moving up, and he is doing Enliven on the other Reckoner, so both of them have that now. Vilman finally is going to run up behind those Flame Guard.
Kind of.
And the racks aren't going to go anywhere because they can't.
He has leap.
There's the battlefield at the end of Owen's turn 1. He drew first blood with a Reckoner shot to the face of Adam's caster. Only got 4 damage, but he is on fire. So we're going to check that at the start of Adam's turn. But right now, we're going to see which of these flags disappears. We said 1, 2, 3 on that flag there, 4, 5, 6 over here. You want to roll that, Owen? So it's going to be the far flag over here.
Gambled in 1 for you there.
Looking for fire on the caster, it does not go out. So armor is currently 15 because that aura is not up right now.
Dice -3.
And it does 2 more damage to the caster. Adam is paying 1 to upkeep cross country and then sitting on the other 5 on his caster. The Tuffalos are going to activate and they are going to get a bull rush order. And they are going to attempt to bull rush at some of these errants here.
Double check. It only ignores line of sight for making range attacks, not for just line of sight.
So for Hunter, they might not. Some of them might not have line of sight in through the forest, but we'll double check that. So they can see through that forest with Hunter. So the first one's going to go, and he is going to bull rush up.
Okay. What's your armor?
Onto this one here. Are you doing an impact attack there?
It doesn't matter. Mine goes first. Feet hits.
Oh right. Okay. So the feat is going to do a POW 14 first before anything else. So
Dice
what is
-3.
Okay.
6.
6 damage on him. We'll do the impact attack first now of this guy. He's a 5 to hit. He hits. POW 14 on that mount.
Armor 16.
Dice -2. That's enough. Tough roll because of Rupert.
No tough.
No tough. Are you going to let that one die?
Let him die.
Okay. That one there is going to do his bull rush.
I can't land on that thing. Can I?
You can't stop on the flag, no, but you can go through it. So if you can't get far enough, you have to stop before it. So he's going to stop right there. Harby's feat is going to do dice -3 and does another 6 damage to that one. Ouch. This other member here behind the tree, he is going to actually slam his own guy in the butt and attempt to knock him forward into some of the errants. So he'll probably take the POW 14 first for entering Harby's control. I believe that's within 20 inches. Yeah. So dice -3.
2.
For 2 damage on him. And then we'll see, can you hit your own guy in the back with your slam? You didn't start your activation in his front, so it's going to be a mat 6, so it's probably a miss.
It's a hit. They're mat 7.
They're mat 7?
So it's def 12, so it's a 10. There, you did it.
All right.
Oh no, he didn't start in his back, you're right.
He didn't start in his back, but does he get the cavalry charge bonus?
It's not a charge, it's a...
So it's just a slam, so it is a miss because he doesn't get the +2.
I don't know how these guys work. I have to look at it.
We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's a miss because it's not a charge. You shouldn't get the +2. So we'll check it out. So that was a miss over there. He doesn't get the +2, but Adam is going to try to charge over here. He ends right there. We'll get out the melee gauge, but I believe he has range there.
Right here. There you go.
Reach looks good, but now we have to move on because that one is a charge. There's no impact attacks. We'll move on to the last member of the unit before we do... Well, we'll do the POW 14 roll first. Why don't we do that? Dice -3. And that does 2 damage. So then the last member, he's going to slam into his own guy. We actually should have done the slam there at the end too, because you only interrupt each unit's activation for impact attacks. But we'll do the POW 14 first on that last member. And 4. He's going to take 4 damage. So now we'll do the attacks. We already did the slam there. So what do you want to do here first? The charge attack or the slam attack?
Charge attack.
That makes sense. All right, so errants, defense.
12.
All right, so you're looking for a 5 to hit.
Mat 9.
3, because he's...
Oh, he's charging, right?
Yeah.
3 to hit. He hits.
I die. Arm 16.
So tough roll.
No tough.
No tough. You gonna let that one die?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so that one will die.
I'll let this one die.
All right. He is sacrificing, and then we'll do the slam attack on the back of his own guy. He didn't start in the front arc. He hits with double 6s. So he is going to end up slamming him. How far does he get slammed? 5 inches. So we'll measure that out.
Bash into the jack.
So here we got the slam. The slammed model hit a base of equal or larger size. So he actually takes an additional dice on the damage roll here, and it's a strength roll.
No, it's they get the strength of their mounts.
Yeah, it's dice
okay.
-3.
Yeah.
So he's going to take 6 damage.
Or tough, rather.
So that's a tough roll.
No tough on him, but we still do it simultaneous. So we'll do the strength. We'll do the strength rolls against these 2 members.
Collateral.
They're each going to take just 2 dice rolls.
Yeah, the collateral damage is 14 too.
So on the errant,
Yeah.
on the errant there.
Dice -2 to kill me.
That's a tough roll on the errant. The errant toughs. And the damage roll on the reckoner.
Dice -5.
No damage on the reckoner. But they are knocked down.
No, they're not.
Oh, because they're steady from the book. Never mind. The Impaler's advancing forward. His speed 5, just on the other side of the wall. So we'll resolve the POW 14 first on him. What's the armor of the Impaler's?
Dice -2.
So he's going to take
7 to his 4.
Yep.
Eat that, body.
Impaler's then going to throw a spear at the Reckoner here, boosting to hit because he's looking for that crit.
You need a 7. Nailed it.
He hits, but no crit, so it's just going to be a damage roll here.
Armor 19.
Dice -6.
No damage.
All right then.
The other Impaler is going to force for 2, and he's going to put Snipe on the Pyre Troll. And then is he just sitting where he's at?
And he's going to advance over here.
Okay, advance up beside that other one. So he'll take a POW 14. He takes
6. 5 to his 4.
Yeah, 5 damage to his 4 column. That Impaler then is going to take one of his spear throws, or his only spear throw, at that errant on the end there.
7.
Hits.
Crit.
And he crits, so he's getting the knockback on the 2 dice.
Bounces right off of that reckoner.
He's going to move all the way back, hitting the Reckoner. So he's going to take
3 dice, whatever it is, or 4 if you boost it. I
Yeah,
think it's
no.
just going to kill him though.
no tough. So that one could die.
Yeah. No, Harvey's gonna martyrdom.
Okay, so Harvey has an ability. She can take D3 damage, and then she saves, restores 1 health to that model. So she's taking 1 damage, as Owen marked, and it does not die. Fire Troll now is going to advance forward, and he's actually immune to fire. So Harvey's feet won't do anything to him. Adam, you should have just taken like 18 Pyre Trolls.
Yeah.
And is he going to lob a shot?
Yeah, he'll shoot at this guy.
With Snipe, he's range 12. Trying to hit this one right here.
Back in there.
All right. Adam's boosting to hit here because he needs a 9. And he misses with an 8 by 1. So it's going to deviate.
I gotta go find an AoE.
All right, so you want to roll the deviation first. Which one's which?
Direction.
Orange is direction, so it's going to go direction 1, 4 inches. So that's just going to land on the 1 errant here.
Takes a POW 6.
And he is armor 16, so this will be dice -10. No damage, but he is lit on fire.
Yeah, it's continuous.
It's continuous fire, so as long as he's not immune, he'll be on fire. Rim is going to activate.
Move forward a little bit.
And he's going to shuffle just behind that wall to get the cover
Check my control range here.
of 12. P. Graham is actually going to move just a little bit further into that forest, but he's been shuffling sideways, so he's not actually moving any closer to Harvey, so no POW 14 on him yet.
Cast Snipe on himself.
All right, so he's giving for 2, giving himself that plus 4-inch range on ranged attacks.
He's going to dip 1 into here.
Throwing 1 onto the stone
Keeping 2.
and keeping 2. All right. P. Grim is then going to try and take a shot all the way back here at Rupert. What, the range is 16, I believe?
17.
17, so range is definitely good. He needs a 6 to hit here. He gets it with an 8. Armor on Rupert
14.
with a POW 12.
Dice -1.
Ooh, and he does 9 damage. Rupert has tough, and
Tough.
he toughs. He is in a Menoth model, so he is getting knocked down. That book does nothing for him. All right, the Earthborn's moving up, forcing for 2. He's going to put that Elemental Communion onto the caster. And he's sitting behind that wall. Did he move closer?
You bet.
We'll have to measure. So probably a POW 14. He's probably within the 20 inches.
What's your armor?
He's behind the wall
minus
right now, so he gets the plus 2. Armor 20.
-6. Take 2 to 5.
Janissa is now activating. She moves up her 5, and she's going to throw down her rock wall anywhere completely within 5 inches by that wall.
If you're within my control.
Dice -1 on Janissa for the feet, and she's going to take...
7. She lives by 1.
Oh, that's too bad. Stone is now going to do its plus 2 armor aura, and it's going to advance forward. Sitting behind that wall. Armor 15 on the stones. That's a tough check on him because it's just the main guy who came in. He doesn't tough. So Adam is going to sack pawn the guy that's farthest away, and he's the only one that was close enough to take a damage roll. Totem Hunter, he's going to charge over here at the rack.
That's his armor for Harvey's feet.
Dice -1 on the Totem Hunter for the feet. He takes 4 damage. And now he'll get his attack on the rack. Is the rack immobile?
It's automatically hit.
Okay.
So takes a hit.
Auto hit, armor.
Not good. I bet you it just dies.
Or is the rack?
Oh, right there. Armor of 10.
All right, roll the damage.
Dice +4.
It has 1 box.
Okay, so that's going to blow up in an AoE,
5. It gets him.
which is going to get him.
Yep. So you take a POW 14. So dice -1, we said?
Yep.
And the Totem Hunter dies.
Slaughterhouses are activating. They're just shuffling sideways so that they're not moving any closer to Harbringer because they would automatically all take tough checks if they did so. Berthal is just going to sit tight on the hill because he doesn't want to take a POW 14. There's the battlefield at the end of Adam's turn 2, so we'll move on to Owen's turn 2. He's in range to take a lot of shots this round, so we'll see what he can manage to do. Rolling for fire on the one errant member. It does not go out, so he'll take a POW 12.
And die.
Yeah, and he doesn't get a tough check here.
So we're going to not let him die.
Okay,
Yes.
going to do martyrdom, and she takes 3 damage.
Yep.
Owen is allocating 2 focus to each of his reckoners, and Harvey's holding on to the rest. Rupert's going to go
Sacrifice action to stand up. He's going to do a heroic call on the errants.
to give them tough as
And
well as
then
himself.
walk.
All right. Fire's going now. They're going to advance forward, and they're going to probably do Hymn of Battle again.
Yep.
+2 to hit, +2 to damage. Hierophant will go.
Did you do your communion on your caster?
Yeah.
It is there, yep.
Then we're going to make the next spell cost 1 less.
Okay.
Go. She's just going to advance to there. And she's going to cast Crusader's Call for 2.
All right.
And that's it. Camp
And
4.
normally that costs us 3.
Yeah. So once again,
Parents will now activate, so they're going to get a charge run order. So we'll do a bunch of charges and show you what targets they're attacking. So we have 2 charges on this Tuffalo here. We have 1 here, 2 on this Tuffalo. This guy with the flag just ran up there. He got a charge. He just failed his charge, just came up a bit short on the Slaughterhouser, and we have 2 on the Pyre Troll here. So do you want to start over here, Owen, with these 2 on the Tuffalo?
yeah, sure.
Looking for a 5 to hit here.
Hits.
He hits.
I see something.
Charging Weapon Master. They're armor 17.
But,
Oh no, he's too far
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, he'll be too far
so
away.
it's
from
dice
the aura.
-8. So he does 3 damage, which he only had 2 boxes left.
Attack, I only have a box left.
Oh, 1 box left.
No tough.
Okay.
So that one's gone. So the other one, no target anymore for his charge. So we're going to move over here, and he'll make his charge on this Tuffalo, looking for a 5 to hit. He
Hits.
hits, dice -8 on 4 dice.
I'm in the aura.
This one-
So dice
dice
-10 now. Yep, the aura's there. So he's going to do 4 damage. That's not enough to kill him.
No, he's 2 left.
The leader here is going to make his charge attack here, looking for a 5.
4 to hit for him, because he's better
he's
than the
lead-
others.
All right, dice -10 still though.
Yep. That's a tough.
That's a tough check
Yeah,
with that kind of roll.
4 left.
He toughs, but he's
Okay.
knocked down.
His friend next to him is going to charge and
So he
hit.
auto hits.
And tough.
Yep, tough check, because it's only got to do 1. No tough there, so that one's gone.
Oh,
This charge here on the Impaler for a 5 to hit. He hits.
And then dice -11,
All right, because he's 18 armor right now.
and he's under the stone.
Oh, he's 16 base, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Then,
18
yeah.
altogether.
Dice -9.
Yeah. 2 damage to column 2. Then we have 2 charges here on the Pyre Troll. So the Pyre Troll is base 12, looking for a 5 to hit. He hits.
Is he in
And
the stone?
we'll check if he's under the stone. You want to measure that real quick, Adam?
8 inches right now?
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He looks good. So he's going to be 18 armor.
Dice -9.
No damage.
And then his buddy next to him.
He hits.
Dice -9. Does 2 to 1.
Flame Guard are going. They're moving forward. They're going to do a shield wall order. So they get +4 armor as long as they're base to base with another member of their unit. And then they're going to use their mini feat. What's their mini feat do, Owen?
+4 armor.
So it's +8 armor altogether. And what does that bring them to total?
I think like 20 something.
20 something? Anything over 20 is pretty impressive.
22.
Wow, very nice.
21. Math is fun.
Sorry, I made you do that.
That's all right. I forgive you.
I have to do math all the time, and the viewers know that I always add up things wrong.
Don't you work at a bank?
Owen is going to activate,
He's going to advance and do Impervious Wall.
so that's +4 armor.
So he can only be damaged by magical weapons.
Okay, it's
Or
not the
spells.
+4 armor one. Okay. This front reckoner here is going to try and shoot at P. Grim, aiming. So he's normally a rat 8 with that.
He's 7. He goes up to 9.
Oh, he goes up to 9. You're right. I'm used to seeing reckoners with battle under P7. So he goes up to a 9 aiming. Behind the wall, P. Grim is defense 20. So he's looking for an 11.
Nope.
Misses. And is that an AoE?
No, it's just a
Nope.
shot.
So it just misses.
Yep.
The Vassals is going to move up.
Ancillary attack. Shoot
All right.
again.
Does that
He's
move that
gonna
far?
shoot the stone.
Okay. So he doesn't get the aiming bonus from the ancillary, but will get the battle, correct?
Yep.
All right.
He's a
Looking for a 9 to hit here. Misses. The Vassal is moving forward.
He's gonna enliven the other jack. This fella.
Right there. All right. That Reckoner's activating.
Charging that impaler there.
Okay, paying 1. He's got the reach, which
10
has
inch
big
charge
mace
because he can.
because of Crusader's Call.
That's the one.
All right. Looking for a 5 to hit with his assault shot first with the gun.
Hits.
And
POW 15.
against armor 18, dice -3
Does 2 to the 3.
to column 3. And now with the melee weapon,
So he gets you get -2 defense because I hit you with my gun. So
Oof.
I'm effectively mat 10.
okay, so it's anything but snake eyes.
So I hit
He
you.
hits. Armor is still 18
My POW is 19.
on 3 dice, so dice +1. Oof.
He does 11 to 6,
Yeah.
which is
Big
not
hit.
a killing blow, I don't think.
Flying an attack with that other focus, anything but snake eyes. So he hits, dice +1. He needs
Die.
at least a 3 here.
I
There
need
you go.
snake eyes.
No,
Oh,
if
no,
you
he
do
had
dice
four.
+1, a
I see.
double ones would have actually kept him alive because he
I
had
didn't
4
see
boxes.
that one in the
Yeah,
body.
one up there. But he is dead. You gonna take that fury at him?
No, actually, it's too much, I think. You can pause it.
2, 4.
Book is activating, moving forward.
Power of faith.
All right, no knockdown.
Yep.
The shield guardy jack is moving forward,
Dun, 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 dun,
doing
dun.
nothing but gonna shield guard. There's the field at the end of Owen's turn 2, and we can start scoring now. And he did manage to actually control this with 10 flame guard. One's base to base, the rest of the
12
units.
flame guard, thank
12
you very
flame guard.
much.
Okay, 12 flame guard. He's got the UA, so he's got one base to base at least. The rest of the units all within 4 inches, which is impressive with 12 guys, and no one else is contesting that, so that nets him 1 control point. We'll move now on to Adam's turn 3 and see what his response is now that Owen has no feet up. Checking for fire on P. Grim, does not go out, so he's going to take a POW 12.
Dice -2, I think we said it was. Dice -3. Take another
3 damage to column nothing because he's a caster. Earthborn Dire Troll is advancing forward towards that jack. He's actually going to try a 2-handed throw here. He's looking for a 6 to hit. He hits. And now they have to do a strength check against each other. Adam gets 2d6 and adds his strength. Oh, but he rolls the snake eyes. What's his strength?
12.
So that's a 14 altogether.
3.
And
I'm
he,
stronger than
he
you.
beats the strength jack. P. Grim's going to activate now. And Adam's going to decide what to do with them.
Sorry,
Measuring the control.
Wherever it may have been.
let's just go here.
Advancing forward a little bit.
And
All right, and he is going to feat with the feat token. And what does his feat do, Adam?
-3 speed and strength to everybody in my control range, so
Okay.
it goes as
It's a decent amount of stuff.
These guys.
P. Grim then is going to try and cast Lock the Target on this Reckoner. And what does Lock the Target do, Adam?
Model damage cannot charge, run, or be placed for 1 round.
Okay. Looking for a 6 to hit here. He hits to POW 10. Armor is 19, right? So dice -9. No damage. Grim then is going to take his shot against Rupert here, boosting to hit. Rupert on the hill gets +2,
You hit him.
so he hits. Rupert's armor is 14. Oh, with a 3, I believe that's a tough check. It's POW 12, I think, right?
Mine's POW 13.
POW 13, so it's definitely a tough check. Any toughs. Blows are activating. They are just going to
Good.
advance.
Go around his melee range.
to there. And is the other one just sitting where it's at?
Yeah, he'll
Okay.
be fine.
So he's gonna attack here with his axe.
5.
Looking for a 5 to hit. He misses. He's gonna make his axe attack against that one, looking for a 5. He hits. Power and strength 14, I believe, or is it 12? What is his axe?
12.
12 against 16, looking for a 5 to kill. Tough check.
Nope.
No tough. So that was that one there. Sacrificing. The Impaler here is going to make a melee attack against the guy in front of him, looking for a 7. He hits. Power and strength, the spear and melee.
13.
Yeah.
Dice minus 3, looking for a 4 to kill. Tough check. No tough.
We're gonna sack upon the banner.
All right.
There goes that fire.
Gonna buy an attack against the same guy again. Misses with a 4. Buying another one.
Yeah.
All right, buying one more. Misses with a 5. You needed a 7. Owen's gonna shuffle over a little bit and put up its aura. This is moving up a little bit, and she's gonna put down her rock wall.
Nice.
Porthol is activating and is gonna run,
Or not.
running way around Vilman, up onto the hill over here. Air Troll's activating, and he's gonna attack the errants in front of him. What's his mat?
5.
So he's looking for a 7. A
7.
7, yeah. Hits.
What?
12.
Minus 4.
Tough.
And it just sits there.
He is within 10 inches of the book, probably. We can double check it, but he's probably not knocked down.
No, he is knocked down.
Oh,
wait. Yeah, he is.
Not close enough. Good thing we measured that. So he is knocked down. You want to do your second initial then, Adam?
You hit him automatically.
Yeah.
Dice minus 4, looking for a 5 for another tough check. And he
Okay.
does not tough that time.
So he's gonna die.
You're just going to let that one go?
Yeah.
All right. He's forcing for regeneration on his pyre, and he gets 3 because it's a D3.
I only had 2 on me.
Gonna buy an attack against the other errant there, looking for a 7. He hits, looking for a 5 to kill. Gets the kill. Tough check.
Tough.
He's tough, but he is knocked down because I think he was far enough away from the book as well.
Yep. There it is. I got them.
He's gonna buy an attack.
There we go. So he's buying one more attack, auto hitting in melee. That's a tough check. He does not tough that time.
And he dies.
Gonna let that one die as well. Our houses are now activating. They can advance forward. And they may get off some attacks. So this Slaughterhouser is going to make an attack right here.
Needs a 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just measuring to see if he's within...
Just barely out.
Okay, so he doesn't get the minus 2 to attack, so does need a 6. He misses with a 5. This one back here is going to make his attack, looking for a 6. Hits.
12.
12, looking for a 5 to kill. He gets it.
Whatever.
No, he's finisher, so no tough check.
Oh, no touch?
No, sorry, takedown, so no tough check.
Okay.
So he's dead. He'll make his attack on the jack, looking for a 6. He misses. The battlefield at the end of Adam's turn 3. He managed to get one Slaughterhouser close enough here to deny Owen a point that round. So we'll move on to Owen's turn 3. We'll see if he can get some control points or kill some autos. We'll see what he goes for. We will allocate 2 focus to this Reckoner and 3 to that one.
Yep.
The Hierophant will activate
He's gonna heal for D3.
onto the caster.
Yep.
Heals for 1. Book's gonna activate moving forward.
2 inches because he can't go any further.
Okay.
And no knockdown.
Okay. This Reckoner is gonna activate. Shuffle himself over.
Start killing pigs. What's their
Alright.
defense? 12.
Hit one of the Slaughterhousers looking for a 6, and he misses with his first swing.
Buy an attack. Hits.
Hits with that one.
POW 14.
-1.
So it's an automatic tough check. And he toughs, but he's knocked down.
Okay.
Buy an attack.
against the next guy over.
Okay. 6 to hit. He hits.
Tough. Dead.
He does not tough.
We'll just
So that's
take
that
him
one
off.
gone.
Buy an attack against the other one.
This one here. This one's
No.
the knockdown one right now.
Yeah. We'll hit the knockdown guy.
Automatically
Tough
tough check. Does not tough. So that one's gone.
again. Might as well guarantee the point.
Guard are activating. They are doing the shield wall order.
This guy's gonna move. They can only move 3.
because they're speed 6 minus 3 speed.
Except for that guy.
Except for the very, very far member here. He's like, I'm still fast. But I'll stay with you guys because you give me shield wall.
Then he'll walk up 4, and then 2.
Owen's activating, and he's going to charge over here at the Pyre Troll. So he hit already.
Oh, that's him hitting.
That's him hitting. Okay,
he
we did roll. We'll roll it.
Yeah.
It was a Mat 9 against defense 12.
What's your armor? 18, right?
18 under the effects of the stone.
Dice minus 3.
Oof, that's a big swing. 13 damage to column 5. It's activating, forfeiting his action, I imagine.
He's just gonna do whatever. He's gonna stand there and
cast
Oh, I
heroic
know.
call.
He'll sacrifice his action so he can get away from the rack.
That's a good
before
idea.
It kills him.
Are activating.
We just checked. He's not engaging his caster, so he can move away without getting freeze struck. And we're just gonna pile guys in here
Okay.
because we don't do damage, so we might as well just hug them.
This Errant's gonna make an attack against that Tuffalo.
5 to hit. He hits. He's only POW 6 now.
Armor 17, so dice minus 11. No damage. So this other friend, he hit, he rolled it already. Damage,
kills him.
wow. That's gonna probably be a kill. No tough. This one?
Yep.
That was dice minus 11. Wow, that's huge. These two attacking the Impaler, looking for a 5 to hit.
Yep. 5 on the normal guy. He hits. Dice minus 12.
No
Nothing.
damage.
4 to hit for the leader.
He hits. Dice minus 12 still though. Oh, there's 2
Shake
damage.
for 2 to your 4.
So we'll move forward.
He's gonna enliven the jack again.
The one up here.
Yep.
Is activating. They're moving forward.
Battle.
Hymn of Battle. Just getting this one though. This guy's too far away.
Yep.
Jack's gonna go. He's going to aim.
and shoot the caster. I don't want to kill your caster.
I can transfer.
That's true, you can. He's gonna shoot this stone.
Stone back here,
Yep.
behind 2 walls.
Yep.
Okay, and he probably has a line of sight there. We'll just have to double check. Fence 16 here.
7 to hit, boosted. He hits. Tough.
Excuse me.
No tough. Are you gonna
Sack pawn!
on that guy?
Okay.
Moving forward.
Auxiliary attack. And we're gonna, if I have line of sight, shooting him.
Okay, we'll check that out. He does have a line of sight just past Pegram's base there.
5 to hit.
He does not get a wall bonus, so
Tough.
he hits. No tough there, and he cannot
Sack
self-sacrifice
pawn!
You do lose a fury off the stone.
because he only has 1 left, so that makes it a 5-inch bubble. Here's activating. She's gonna move up over the wall, base to base
Keeping
with her.
points. Oh, she's also gonna soak a focus off of this guy.
Okay.
Grab
So
that.
1, 2, or 3, it blows up. It blows up, but nothing's going to be in that 5-inch AOE.
Yeah.
She'll camp on, what is that, 6 focus?
Yep.
All right, which makes her armor 20.
And he's gonna stand like that, measure my control. There we go.
There's the battlefield at the end of Owen's turn 3, and he managed to score a point here. He cleared out that zone. He's still within 4 inches with all his members, and 1's base to base, so that brings him to 2, which was represented on the die there. That flag over there is still contested, so now we'll move on to Adam's turn 4 and see if he can make something happen. Player does not go out.
Dice
POW
minus
12.
3.
4 damage to his caster. I had to leave 3 fury there on the Pyre Troll, so he's doing a threshold check here. He does not frenzy because he's threshold 9,
Yep. That's a
so
pass.
he has to hold on to his 3 fury though. Pyre Troll will activate first, and he's just turning himself a little bit to make a hit on Vilman. He's got no fury to boost anything here. So Vilman's defense,
1 second. Harvey does -2 to attack rolls.
if you're a living model, within
you are.
how far of her? 10 inches?
And so does this guy if he's engaged by him too. And you are, so you're -4 to your mat. So you need a 12.
Boxcars. No boxers. Good roll.
And again.
No boxcars. Earthborn is going to try and throw this Reckoner again. So he's boosting to hit here. He's at
That's
mat
it.
4. I think that's a hit for sure.
He went down to mat 2 actually.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, because of the living.
And
Let's go.
So strength
fit.
roll here. He's strength 12 for a total of 14.
nope.
Oh, that time he
Wait,
doesn't beat it.
That's 14 for me as well. Oh no, what,
I'm 16.
your math
Sorry.
threw me off. That's what it was.
Told you I was bad at math.
Fair enough.
We both did math mistakes. Sorry, 12 plus 4 is 16
You did it.
against a 14.
You can throw me.
I'll drop
So
her
he's
on
going to throw
Harvey.
him.
All right, Harbinger.
Yeah.
All right.
Strength 12. So you can throw me 6 inches.
Yeah, that might be good. Range was good. We had to measure. You can throw him 6 inches, which is exactly to the edge of Harbinger's base. So he's trying to boost a hit here. We're using the mat. Misses, so it's going to deviate off of her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dice minus 7 on the
Same thing.
Reckoner,
3 damage to my 4.
because he hit a larger base there. That's where he ended up landing. So he takes the 3 dice. So Harby, she's armor 20 currently, so she'll just take a straight strength 12, so dice minus 8. You can't boost this one. No damage on her.
So the jack was damaged. He can make a full advance now.
And the book,
And the
well, let's do the
takes
book
He
first.
takes 1 damage.
Book just automatically takes damage. What's his armor?
12.
Yeah, so he'll take 1.
Wow.
Because he never takes more than 1. The
So-
Jack now is going to take his enliven move, because he's not knocked down because of the book. And move up to the caster. Ooh. Other houses are activating. One's going to move over there near Vilman.
It's battle time.
Another one near Vilman. And another one near Vilman. They really hate Vilman.
Screw that guy.
And that one's just going to shuffle his way around. Probably try to make an attack on that errant. So you want to start over there with Vilman first?
Let's just do
So we'll start here actually on the errant. Defense 12. Looking for a 6 to hit. Is he close enough?
He needs an 8 to hit.
Needs an 8 because of
Harby's
Harby's awe ability. Yep. So misses. So then we can do the ones over here. On to Vilman.
They need 8s too.
So we'll measure to
That
see.
guy does.
Just one guy, 2 of them don't. So we'll start with the guy that needs 8. He
Yes.
hits. Vilman is not injured yet, so no finisher.
Arm 16. Big pile 11.
Yeah.
So looking for.
Dice minus 5.
So he does some damage.
Got 1 left.
Okay. So the other 2 guys they
Oh,
need.
wait, he needs 7s to hit. My guy's defense 13. But either way. The
I
other
think
one
he hit. I think
the
he
other
hit.
one hit anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Needs a 7. Hits.
Hits, and now he gets 3
on
dice.
5. And kills him.
All right, that's a dead Vilman. One is activating, moving over the wall, paying his last 1 fury to do his aura, so now that only affects 4 inches around him. This Tuffalo member over here is going to make an attack against this errant. Defense 12 on them.
Defense 14.
Oh, because of awe. Oh, that awe.
So 7.
Hit. Snake Eyes, he lives.
Tough check.
Oh, my dice are over here. No tough.
No tough.
This one dies.
All right. Paul is moving in, slamming over here on the shield guard jack. I forget what his name is.
Devout.
Devout, that's
Defensive
it.
strike.
Gonna make a defensive strike back against Horthal.
Hits. What's your armor?
18.
Dice minus 5.
Whoa, he
Nothing.
threw that dice. No damage. He's looking for a 7 to hit. He hits, so he gets the slam. And he gets slammed 3 inches. He'll get slammed right up against Harby. And he is going to follow up with his caster there, or with his Horthal, because he slammed. So the Jack, the Devout, is going to take a slam, which is what on him? 14? POW 14 plus 3?
Yeah.
So he had a bigger base, so he'll take an extra die. So it's POW 14. 3 dice. What's the armor on the Devout there? 16, but he has a shield, goes to 18.
Oh, sorry. Zoned out for a moment.
That's all right. Owen was checking out rules, not checking out his card.
Dice minus 4, so 11 to 5.
Okay.
Oof.
5, 6,
Not a
7,
bad.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Needs a 5 to hit with his axe weapon,
Okay, hits.
Got a hammer.
hammer.
That's dice minus 4. But it's a charge, so you get an additional die.
Ooh, that's a better roll. So he gets 8 damage to column 1. P. Grim is going to move up a little bit towards that Reckoner. Grim's going to use his melee weapon against the Reckoner. The Reckoner is defense 10, and he gets minus 4 to all of his attack rolls, so he's
boosted.
effective mat 2. Looking for an 8 boosted. He hits. Armor is 19 on the Reckoner.
Yep.
Boosting the damage. What's your...
Oh yeah, minus 7.
Okay.
No damage. So there's the
5 base.
end of Adam's turn 4. He didn't manage to contest this flag quite, so that's 3 control points for Owen. So we'll go on to... Pardon?
Got Orthal right there.
Oh, I forgot about Horthal. Never mind, so he's still at 2. Thank you, Owen, for reminding me of that. I forgot that he charged in. I was looking, that was one of the last things he did. All right, so no control points there. He's still at 2. So we'll move on to Owen's turn 4 and see what he can do in response. Owen is choosing not to allocate any focus to any of his jacks. There is activating.
Battle.
All right, on to both of his jacks.
Yep.
First Reckoner is going to activate.
Swinging around. He's gonna whack the stone.
Free strike from the dude.
I never left your reach, and I'm bigger than your guy, so you can reach over you.
Touche.
That makes sense to me too.
4 to hit.
On the stone.
Tough.
Hits.
For what?
He's hitting the stone here.
Yeah.
No tough check.
Dead.
So the stone is gone. No more aura. Is now activating. It's going to shuffle forward a little bit.
He'll say no knockdown.
All right. Flame Guard are activating.
They're gonna shield wall again.
Okay, and just change their position a little bit. So these 4 in the back here are going to do a CMA into Horthal.
Brings him up to mat 9, and not Snake Eyes. So they hit him.
Yeah, and Horthal's armor 18.
So they dice -4. They do 5 damage to Horthal.
Not too bad. And the other 3 are going to do a CMA. They're mat 8 effectively. They
him.
hit.
Dice -5.
No
Nothing.
damage. Fant's going to move up
And once he can get around this spear, he's gonna heal Harbinger again.
for 3.
D3.
Up to D3, 2. Which leaves her still on 1 damage. He's going to then charge over at P. Grimm. Try to finish it off herself. And she's sitting on 10 focus.
Oh.
So all of Harbinger's attacks automatically hit because of guided. So it's going to be dice -3. So on the charge,
8
it's a total of
damage.
8 damage.
You have to transfer.
And
So-
P. Grimm currently only has 4 boxes left. So but he
me a
is sitting on a
spot.
bunch of
He's
Fury.
got 4 Fury to transfer.
So
Give
do a
me
column
spot.
8 to the 5.
on to the Impaler. He is going to buy an attack. Auto hits, dice -3.
Boost it.
Boosting the damage.
There we go.
Oof, there's
You
another
take,
transfer
12
necessary.
12 to the 6.
He dead.
Remember, it does spill back over if
Okay.
you put too
It
much
doesn't-
over. So if you transfer to him, you die.
He dead.
You can't double transfer.
Can't tough roll?
You can tough roll, yeah, I guess.
Well, tough roll.
Okay.
Game.
No, all right.
You could have transferred to the Earthborn. Oh no, he's full? No, he's not full.
No, he's not full, but you had 10 focus.
But good game? Like, come on.
He had a couple fury there. He probably wasn't going to make it happen. Good game.